Miller Mahdeevan with 8451 here. Welcome to another episode of The Uplow'd. We're glad you're here. Each month we dig into the world of AI, thick data, machine learning, data science. We invite you to stick around and let us know what you think. Keep an open mind and stay curious.
Welcome to The Uplow'd by 8451. I'm your host, Dan O'Keefe. On the episode today, we're talking to Director of Data Science for Kroger Precision Marketing, Lauren Littlejohn. Welcome to The Uplow'd, Lauren.
Thank you, Dan. It's nice to be here.
And I'd like to wish you and everyone listening or viewing us today a very happy Thanksgiving. So, Lauren, thanks again for being here. And we are here today to discuss data science innovation in PTCE. And tell us what that stands for, please, for everyone listening and watching.
Sure. PTCE stands for Personalize the Customer Experience. Especially in our communications business, we are trying to make every interaction that our customers have with Kroger or its suppliers, our CPG clients, as relevant and as personal as possible.
What are, real quickly, a couple examples of that just to bring it home for everyone?
Sure. So you're going to see advertising everywhere you go on the internet. Typically, those come in the form of banner ads. Mm-hmm. You're going to see banner ads no matter what. So we just want to make sure that those banner ads are something you're actually interested in. So as before, you might see something about like travel or something you last viewed on Amazon. We're going to show you stuff that you actually buy at Kroger. So rather than other companies trying to make suspect what they suspect you're interested in, we can use your information about what you actually buy at Kroger to show you advertisements on products that you're interested in. So if you buy Cheerios, you're likely to see Cheerio ads. Mm-hmm. We think that makes a better experience for customers.
Okay. And I can tell you're passionate about both the PTCE aspect of data science and data science in general, right?
Sure.
Tell us how you got involved in data science and what led you to 8451.
Sure. I've always been an analytical person, very logical minded. I got my master's degree in applied economics and math. You can think about what we do here at 8451 is a form of microecon. Microeconomics is studying how people make decisions, and people make decisions about what groceries they want to buy every single week at the store. And so really working this job at 8451 is to fulfill that passion of mine to understand how customers behave. And that is really, being in data science was just a natural fit because I was already that analytically minded, and I think that working with the data is really useful.
So thank you for explaining kind of the PTC aspect of data science. So let's talk again about KPM, or Kroger Precision Marketing, which we mentioned at the beginning, the onset of our conversation. What is the difference? Well, tell us a little bit about what KPM is, and what is the difference between KPM and 8451 in general?
Sure. So 8451 as a whole is using customer data to provide insights back to both Kroger and to our CPG clients. Kroger Precision Marketing is taking the media lens on that. Okay. So we're using customer data to make advertising more relevant, to make advertising more effective. So Kroger Precision Marketing is just a subset of the vast experience and analytical capability that 8451 provides, but specifically working in that media space.
And just for clarity, KPM's customers are the CPGs or the brands that Kroger carries?
I'd say we have customers on two fronts. We work with our CPG clients or the suppliers of products at Kroger, but we also deliver this advertising to customers of Kroger itself, actual individuals that shop in the store. So I think we're serving both fronts. We're helping connect CPGs with the Kroger customers. Okay,
great. And then you, of course, is it safe to say you were a founder or co-founder of KPM, right? What was it like to launch that?
Sure. Yeah, we launched Kroger Precision Marketing in October 2017. I've been working in our media space for 4 years, so I definitely was on the ground when we launched our business. I think at the beginning, we had existing media capabilities as a company, but when we launched KPM, we were trying to grow that as quickly as possible. And so when I was in this part of the business, I was a very integral part of launching our targeted digital coupon product, as well as some of our email communication products. What these are just different ways that CPGs can advertise to customers. We basically wanted to come up with an advertising product or a way that we can deliver relevant communications everywhere there are advertisers advertise.
Right.
And so you can think about like CPGs are doing banner ads. They also are doing emails. They also want to have advertisement on Kroger.com. So when launching KPM, it was like, how can we stand up those capabilities as fast as possible?
Gotcha. And then, so building on that or expanding on that, how else or how further can KPM help CPGs reach their objectives?
Sure. So when our CPGs come to us with a objective to either increase their sales or acquire new households or just raise their awareness, the awareness of their brand, we can actually use the insights that we know about customers as well as the insights we know about how different media products perform to figure out what are the right customers for the right types of campaigns that are going to best fit that CPG's objective. So if your objective is to raise awareness, we know that's best done on some of our offsite properties, things that are just you're gonna interact with when you're surfing around on the web. We know what customers respond best to those advertisements. And so we're able to make sure that the advertisements we deliver are given to those right customers.
Gotcha. Okay. I was going to ask what insights can KPM offer about potential customers that allow CPGs to target them, but
Sure.
It sounds like you kind of answered that, or is there more that you can say about that?
Sure. I mean, I can talk about how we know that information. We're able to know what customers are the best fit for a given advertising campaign just based off all the information we know about that customer.
Okay.
I mean, we have access to Kroger's vast transactional history of what happens in their stores, but what that means for a given household is we know how they shop. We know if they're shopping promotions or they're using coupons, if they're shopping primarily on weekdays or weekends. We know that about them, and we're able to figure out which one of those attributes makes them basically the most responsive to an advertisement or not.
Okay, great. So let's take it to the real world, real time. Let's say a new CPG signs up with KPM tomorrow. Okay.
Sure.
What's the process like when you begin to work for a new CPG?
Sure. So when we're having that conversation with a CPG, they're usually coming to us saying, they have some objective. We kind of already talked about objectives. Like, I want to increase sales of my product at Kroger. We're going to ask them you have advertising dollars to spend against that. Like, that's why you're coming to us in the KPM world. And so when they engage with us, we would tell them to basically plan that advertising campaign. We actually have a tool to do this. Within our Prism product, Prism is one of the core products that 8451 offers. You might have heard of Stratum, which is our insights platform. Prism is our activation platform.
Okay.
So within Prism, a new client, a new CPG can come to us and plan a campaign. And when they plan a campaign, we're going to basically be able to tell them using their objective, which is increase sales, and who their brand is based on what UPCs actually represent their product. Who are those right customers that they should talk to? And also, what are the right channels on which to reach them?
Okay. And that works in tandem with or similarly to Stratum?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So we're both using the same transactional data behind it. Insights is figuring out what's going on with my brand at the store, which has a direct connection into I need to activate against that. So if things aren't going well, then you might say, well, I need to basically run a campaign to boost performance in a given time frame. Or you might come up with an insight of you're losing households to maybe other brands in the same category. Right. You need to try to inquire those households back or re-engage people who used to buy your brand in the past. And so there definitely is a direct correlation between finding out what's happening in our insights platform and doing something about it.
Gotcha. And just for those watching and listening, Stratum also launched earlier this year.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about the channels you're currently using, and will there be new channels down the line?
Sure, absolutely. So we currently have a lot of channels in KPM today. Specifically, the ones we can provide a recommendation against are the ones that have been a little bit more established.
Okay.
So I talked about targeted digital coupons before. I talked about email campaigns. We also have direct mail campaigns. It's been around for a long time. These types of channels, we have a very vast history against of how those perform in practice. So we can perform a really rich recommendation against those channels. We're also trying to seek to engage with new channels as quickly as they come online. And so we have teams that are working on new partnerships for Kroger Precision Marketing with companies such as Pandora or Facebook or Pinterest.
Right.
And so this expands our offering to non-Kroger properties. So you can imagine that someone might be just using Pinterest to search for recipes or other ideas. They wouldn't mind seeing an advertisement for a product they buy in the midst of that process. And so as we bring on those new channels, we'll be looking to integrate those into the science we're already able to provide in terms of an advertising campaign.
That's great. So we might be seeing very soon or hearing something very soon from KPM on Pinterest or Pandora or other streaming channels like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's great. Well, I think we've covered a lot about KPM and many other tools and channels happening within your purview. Mm-hmm. And now it's time for the 8451 lightning round, all right, where we ask you a series of 8 random questions for 51 seconds. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. What's your favorite sports team?
Alabama Crimson Tide.
Roll Tide. Are you a dog or a cat person?
I actually like both.
How many countries have you visited?
7.
That's wow. What is your favorite ethnic cuisine?
I think I like Korean food, but we make Mexican at home the most.
Okay. How would you describe 8451 in 3 words?
Fun, innovative, and hardworking.
Fantastic. Would you rather travel to the mountains or the beach?
The beach. It's close to my heart.
All right. I'm a mountains guy. Name one thing you couldn't live without.
Probably my cell phone, as hard as that is to admit.
Yeah, me too. What's your favorite way to start the day?
A run, for sure.
Right. Fantastic. Me too there as well. Well, thank you very much, Lauren Littlejohn, for being our guest today. We really appreciate it. I'm your host, Dan O'Keefe, and we'll see you next time on The Upload.
Thanks, everybody.
Millen here. That's it for this month's episode of The Upload. We hope you enjoyed it and hopefully learned something new. Remember to give us a like and share your feedback. Until next month, stay curious.